What's up, guys? It's Siege of the Bob's Burgers movie fan 2008 here. And today I'm doing a reaction / rant to Trolls 3 Jerklord, Curious George Rant. Is he serious? Why would he rant on a childhood classic? And guys, I love Curious George. It's a massive part of my childhood. I used to watch this movie and the TV show a lot when I was a kid. And I will review on them on both at some point, and the movie sequels as well. Not on all of them. Which yeah, I will review the movie and the TV show at some point. But this rant is an overrated piece of crap. And not just sans his minion, Trolls branch troll fanboy 2009 also hates this movie. Seriously? Let's just get started and away we go. And by the way, I can speak louder than Frank, because the reason I didn't speak loud a bit louder in this tone in my reaction / rant to his rant on sausage parties, because I was in someone else's house and didn't want to shout. So yeah, and I just really wanted to do that reaction / rant very badly. So yeah, and hopefully you understood what I said in it. Which yeah, so let's just get started. Away we go,
guys. After rewatching Curious George after all these years, I gotta say, Branch Troll was right! This movie fucking sucks!
No, it's not a masterpiece.
What up, y'all? TrollsbandtogetherFan2001's, and I'm here today to rant on Curious George. Oh boy. So Curious George is about this bitch-ass monkey called
He's an awesome character.
Basically goes to New York City, of course, by following the man in the yellow hat. And it just does.
Yeah, the man in the yellow hat's real name's Fred. Which yeah, when I heard this, I was like, oh, I thought that was his name. But I kept calling him man in the yellow hat. Which yeah, I still call him it to this day though. But yeah, and guys, I've read the Curious George books. I haven't read so in a very long time.
Stupid shit in New York and befriends beyond yellow hat and the stupid statue monkey guy Zagawawa, whatever it's called, and blah blah. I don't give a fuck. Now, throughout the years, I thought this movie was alright, honestly. Even as a kid, I just thought, I didn't think much as a kid, really, because as a kid, of course, I didn't have much of a perspective in movies yet, really. I mean, when I was a kid at age 4.5, when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, wow, look at the bright, bouncy colors and animals and all that. That was what I thought as a kid. And then as the years progressed, I thought it was kind of harmless over the years. But now, giving us another rewatch, oh boy, it honestly fucking sucks.
This movie's a masterpiece.
I mean, I can't believe I rewatching it. I cannot believe of how fucking boring it is. I mean, good
The movie's
Lord.
a classic. It's emotional.
It's a fucking bore fest, guys, from start to finish.
Don't listen to him. The movie's funny.
I mean, my goodness. And George himself, I don't care what people say, honestly. I'm gonna say it. He's a fucking knockoff of Abu from Aladdin. That's right, people.
They have nothing in common.
Knockoff of Abu from Aladdin.
Abu from Aladdin has nothing to do with Curious George. Abu and Curious George has nothing in common. Which, seriously, I love Abu from Aladdin, but they have nothing to do with each other.
Honestly, I've never been the biggest fan of the George the monkey himself, honestly.
He's funny as.
Although I admit, I did own a few books as a kid, like
You used to have a plushie of Curious George when I was a kid.
And feeds the animals and all that. Actually, that was kind of a decent book, I admit. That was fun, and also I'll admit, my favorite Curious George book, I will admit, is the one where he goes in. Actually, my two favorites are the one where he goes to the pizza place, and also the one where he,
okay, those books are great. I love the books. I haven't read them in years, though.
Fire Trucks is my favorite, because trust me, I'm a Dalmatian dog obsessed, as you can tell. And also, but what are the good things I liked? Well, I'll say the animation's pretty good, guys.
I love the animation.
And also my favorite.
I know I keep saying this, and I might keep saying this in some videos, but the animation reminds me of the Bob's Burgers movies animation. Despite this movie came out way before Bob's Burgers movie, but this came out way before Bob's, like, about, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 years before Bob's Burgers. Which, yeah, there's that animation. Which, yeah.
Scene in the movie is, of course, when Curious George pretends he's King Kong and basically just terrorize all the citizens of New York, causing traffic violations. Oh, that was freaking hilarious. But that's
That was
it.
funny.
That's all the good things I have. The rest, could go fuck itself. I mean, also,
No,
Will
the
Ferrell.
bit where they're in they're in the office, and then they get when Man in Yellow Hat said, "You go, girl." I mean, sir, that bit was funny. Yeah, well, you have to admit that.
The Maniel had, I'm gonna say it, this is tied with the president from Barbie movie as one of his worst roles
No,
ever.
this is one of my favorite roles from Will
Also,
Ferrell.
David Cross as the villain fucking sucks. I mean, my goodness.
I mean, yeah, I love David Cross. He's such an awesome actor, but his villainy in this movie, yeah, well, the villain in this movie, yeah, he's an okay villain in my opinion. He's not the best. It's not David Cross's worst performance, no, it is definitely not. His worst performance was actually Alvin and Chipmunk's Chipwrecked, which, yeah, I love Ian. He's a fantastic villain, but in the third movie, he was pointless. He was pathetic, which, yeah, I love Will Ferrell and David Cross. They're both my favorite actors, and lucky enough, they were both in Megamind together, which, yeah.
I'm sorry, David Cross. I loved you as Crane in Kung Fu Panda. I love you as Minion in Megamind. I even thought he was quite decent in the Alvin and Chipmunks movies, but I'm sorry, David Cross. This is your worst role to date. Even in the scene when he blames Curious George by giving him a cup of coffee and him basically just actually he literally melted the machine that made the giant monkey statue big. Fuck you in the ass, I gotta say. And this is just, my goodness, I can't believe how fucking boring it is. And when compared to other more superior anime movies from 2006, it just does not compare at all, guys. I mean, Over the Hedge was much better, Flushed Away was much better, Cars was much better, Ice Age 2 was much better, Barnyard was much better, and honestly, you know what? I'm gonna say this, guys. I am gonna speak with my
I know what
guts
he's
and
gonna say,
this,
guys.
guys. But I'm gonna say The Wild was a much better movie than
That's right, he likes
Curious
The Wild,
George.
huh?
That's right. I don't care what anyone else says, guys. Yes. I can't believe over the years I used to hate The Wild, but honestly, rewatching that movie and also watching Curious George, I gotta admit, I honestly like The Wild now. That's right. And I'm gonna, of course, do an underrated gems video on that.
Yeah, The Wild. Yeah, I did love the movie a lot when I was a kid, but years later, like after giving it a rewatch, I'd say it's an okay-ish movie in my opinion. Like I do have some good things about The Wild. Like I love I do like the animation. The snake is very funny. Richard Kind, yeah, he plays Spin Bomb from Big Mouth, and Tom from the 1992 Tom and Jerry movie, and Marty from Big Mouth. Yeah, and the kid who played this Ryan from in this movie is the guy who plays this Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, which that's a great thing, which but I do actually have some negatives with this movie as well. Like I do agree this movie is a rip off to The Lion King, Finding Nemo in Madagascar. I do agree with it. I do agree on that, and those movies are way better than The Wild. But I will admit that Cars is better than this movie, and Chicken Little is far better than this movie. It's 100 times better than this movie. Which Chicken Little, yeah, you all know my thoughts on Chicken Little. Anyway, back to this.
Movie, I promise soon. And I gotta say, go watch The Wild instead. The
No,
Wild
don't.
is much more entertaining and fun than this babysitter farter. Yeah, Curious George, you got 2 middle fingers, and thank you for watching, and go Poppy. Yeah, watch my movies instead of that shitty Curious George.
Shut up, Poppy. Yeah. Oh, that's my reaction / rant to this video. Like I said, Curious George is a classic. I love Curious George. I will review on the movies, as the first 3 movies at some point. The rest I don't really fancy yet. But on the TV show, I will review on the TV show for definite. Which, yeah, screw this rant, like, come on, don't listen to him. Curious George is a classic. Even some of my friends actually loved Curious George when they were kids, and they still do to this day. Like, seriously, even Lambo, he still loves Curious George. Which, seriously, like, and yeah, this is one of the shows I used to watch a lot back in the day, and I own the first movie on DVD, but along with the episodes from, like, the episode where George goes to the sea and goes into space. Yeah, those episodes I got with the movie. I got it on DVD like years and years ago when I was little. Which, yeah, and I still have that DVD to this day. Which, yeah, and I will rewatch all the 3 of the DVDs at some point, 3 of those discs at some point. Which, yeah. So anyway, so yeah, he said that The Wild is way better than Curious George. Don't listen to him. Curious George, it's 1,000 times better than The Wild. Which, yeah, and you might be thinking I hate The Wild. Well, I'm kind of neutral to The Wild now, because rewatching it after so many years, like, I did still enjoy it, but yeah, it's an okay-ish movie now. I have it on DVD only for the collection though. I did have The Wild on DVD years ago, but I put that copy in the bin because, yeah, and I got a new copy, which, yeah. But Cars is way and Curious George and Chicken Little are way better movies than The Wild. So anyway, that was my reaction / rant on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And this might be the last reaction / rant on this YouTuber's videos, because, yeah, I don't really do these. I only did it on, like, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Sausage Party, because those movies are my absolute favourites. And they're up there with the Bob's Burgers movie and Free Guy, and yeah, and the Angry Birds movies, which, yeah. But anyway, Curious George, this rant on this movie sucks. I will do a review on it at some point in the future, and yeah, don't listen to him. This movie's a classic. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.